The city of York in northern England is home to over 200,000 people and has a rich history and unique culture. The University of York is a world-renowned research institution, and York Minster is the second largest Gothic cathedral in Northern Europe. There are over 1,500 listed historic buildings in York, many of which reside in historic conservation areas, such as Tadcaster Road, Clifton, and the city centre conservation areas. Some of these historic buildings, however, are only partially used, while others are completely vacant. These vacancies put the historic buildings at an increased risk of damage and decay. The best way to protect these spaces is to keep them occupied, even if the use is only temporary. When property markets are low, like York experienced in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic, it is inevitable that some historic buildings will struggle to find a use. When asked to participate in the My City Centre York surveys, many locals expressed the problem of vacant buildings as one of their primary concerns. They encouraged the City Council to allow temporary uses in empty buildings and spaces, and to encourage shop owners and property managers to make use of the upper floors of their properties. Forward-thinking organisations and non-profits are already promoting these types of temporary uses across the UK, such as Meanwhile Space. Let's hear how they work.
This is space, just empty space. A little universe waiting to be more. We are Meanwhile, and we believe that all empty space in our town should be used, because there are thousands of people who need it to make, to learn, to play, to share, to meet. We know how to bring short and long-term value to a space, creating platforms that generate a win-win-win situation. The space wins because we avoid its degradation. Those who use it win because they can develop their ideas. And the whole city wins because this energy is spread everywhere. So this is space.
Our proposal would like to address this issue in York by using a unique and growing technology, LiDAR, or light detection and ranging. Often used in satellites and self-driving vehicles, LiDAR is also being used as a tool to accurately map and measure historic buildings and artefacts. This tool is becoming vital for historic preservationists, providing them with remarkable levels of detail and a better understanding of the changes that occur over time. Recently, LiDAR capabilities have been incorporated into the new iPad and iPhone, giving more people access to this revolutionary technology. York is an interactive platform that allows managers and owners of vacant spaces to connect with people who may have potential short or long-term uses. When a building manager has an unused space, they can download our app where they will provide information. They can specify the size, any previous uses of the space, types of uses they are looking for, and when the space would be available. Next, York guides them through the process of scanning the interior of their space, capturing accurate dimensions and features. The scans are patched together to create a 3D model of the available space. They can also upload additional photos on the app and can receive and reply to messages from potential users. Once they have submitted their information and the 3D model, it will be added to a growing map of the entire city. Also in the map view, they can manage multiple properties or see other spaces in the area and their uses. When a potential user accesses York, they can search the city for available spaces. The 3D map view allows them to look for different commercial, residential, or event spaces depending on their needs. Once they have selected a specific site for their activity, the user is given additional information about the space, provided by the building manager. They can also interact with a detailed 3D model of the building, giving them knowledge of the space's context, such as neighbouring buildings or the streets where the entrances are located. The building model also highlights the historic character of the building, including facade details and structural elements. An interior model gives users an accurate mapping of the available space, which they can use to evaluate if it may suit their needs. Users can also see previous uses of the space, to give them a better understanding of the property's unique characteristics and opportunities. This space, for example, has been used for events such as a birthday party, an art gallery, and most recently, it's been used as temporary offices for a growing startup. Photos uploaded by the building manager provide another look at the space and may show important historical features. If they like the space, users can fill out an application for short or long-term use, which will then be sent to the property manager for consideration. While they are occupying the space, York allows users to scan and upload their activity and provide comments and photos for future users to see. York also features a mode for different temporary use organisations such as Meanwhile Space, preservation organisations such as Historic England, and for interested parties within the local government such as York City Council. In the map view, these organisations can see all the historic buildings with available spaces listed on the application. Additionally, they can see which spaces are being used most frequently and what types of activities and uses are most popular. This will help city planners better understand which buildings could serve more permanent functions within the community, and identify activities that may require more space in the city. Historic England and other preservation societies can use the building models to better understand the condition of certain historic buildings, and to document any changes that occur over time. Meanwhile Space can identify underused spaces and reach out directly to the building managers through the site to offer guidance or help connect them with temporary users directly. With this application, empty or underused historic buildings will have the opportunity to continue to play a significant role in communities, offering much needed space for startups looking for an office, short-term workers looking for temporary housing, an artist looking for a unique gallery space, or a parent looking for a nice space to host their child's birthday party. Communities will have more knowledge about their city and the spaces within it, giving them access to the tools and resources necessary to protect their unique built heritage. Historians and preservationists will have access to a growing city-scale database, showing them the detailed condition of the buildings they are working to protect. Local officials and planners will have up-to-date information on the activities going on in their city, and they will have a resource encouraging them to use the buildings they already have, instead of hastily approving new developments. Building owners and managers will have an incentive to maintain and protect their historic properties, and will have a tool to connect them with people interested in using and protecting their spaces. By engaging the many groups and individuals interested in protecting their city, York provides a new way for people to connect with their local heritage and with each other. Eventually, York could provide these benefits in historic cities all over the world, but we might have to change our name.